Yeah, I just recently bought this brand new 2024 KTM 690 SMCR, and a lot of you guys asked me, you said, Psycho Cruise, why didn't you get the Ducati 698 Mono Hypermotard? Or why didn't you get the GasGas SM700 or the Husqvarna 701 Supermoto? Why the KTM 690 SMCR, man? Those other bikes look way better, dude. Well, I'm going to tell you in this video why I chose this bike.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, all of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section. First off, I want to say, guys, this is my very first KTM, okay? And I will tell you this, I am very impressed with this bike so far. So far, man. This has exceeded all my expectations for the most part. However, it is a bit outdated, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Got a halogen headlight. Look at this. Got a basic old display here. You got to even put a battery in this sucker, man. I mean, seriously. Outdated like a mofo, man. Got these big floppy turn signals on here. Looking like the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? Once it's modded up, it will look a lot better. And I have a bike build series that's coming up here, guys, and I'll be making this bike a lot more modern looking and better looking in every way, shape, and form. I'm going to tell you that the number one reason why I chose this bike over all the other ones. Well, first off, this bike is basically the same bike, or should I say the GasGas SM700 and the Husqvarna 701 are the same bike as this. This is the original. And they saw how awesome this bike was, so they created the other companies, basically came out with the same bike. Man, this thing rips, man. I'm telling you, this thing in stock form. Wait till I mod the thing, man. You're going to get more grunt. But I'm going to tell you, the reason why I went with the KTM, basically, it comes down to price. Okay? Honestly, I'm shocked that I got $2,000 off MSRP on this brand new bike. That never happens with this bike, guys. I've never seen this bike in dealerships ever before, guys. Ever. Because it's always sold out. People order them. They're never on the showroom floor. I was shocked when I saw one on the showroom floor. It was the first time in my life that I've ever seen this 690 Supermoto in person, guys. And I was extremely shocked. And then to get a discount on it, I was like, dang, boy, I must have hit the jackpot. I felt like I hit the lottery or something, man. Seriously. Woo, this thing cooks, boy. But, yeah, honestly, the biggest reason why I never bought this bike, the main reason, first off, was KTM reliability. Always worried me, but everybody seems to say it's pretty good for the most part. But the price has always been a big deterrent for me. $15,500 they wanted out the door in most places, man. So to get this $12,600 out the door, brand spanking new, I couldn't pass it up. I was like, it's unreal. It feels like and it fell in my lap, the deal. So it was like, it was a no-brainer, man. But these bikes are pretty expensive, but you get some great components on the bike. Now, as far as the Ducati 698 Mono, now that bike, it looks way better than this bike. I'll keep it real with you guys. It looks better than this bike. It looks more modern. It's got a way better display with a tachometer, a fuel gauge. They got everything on the display on that bike. And I think KTM's coming out with a brand new 2025 SMCR, so I'm sure they're going to come out with... Woo! Boy! They're going to come out with something that's more modern looking and up to date, because they finally have somebody to compete with them. They never had nobody to compete with them, so they kept putting out the same bike pretty much in different colorways, man. But the Hypermotard, the number one reason I was going to get that bike, I put a deposit. I was getting ready to put a deposit on it, but something just told me, I don't know, man, because theirs a little bit more expensive, and also it's a first generation. I'm telling you, you are a fool to mess with a first generation Ducati. Now, for those of you guys that got the Ducati 698, please tell me in the comments how it's been with you so far. I guarantee you're going to be doing some recall work, okay? This bike has had many, many years to work out, iron out problems, okay? That's why I waited. Another reason why I waited so long to get this bike 690 is because for them to iron out them problems. You know what I'm saying? Ducati, you're going to have some problems with that bike, boy. So that's something you got to keep in mind, and that's why I didn't get that bike. So really, you know, had they gave me a sick deal on the Ducati like this, 2,000 off, I may have bit the bullet and got that bike and took one for the channel, man. But paying top price for that, ordering it, and then ended up with some problems and stuff, man, I don't have time for that jive, man. But if that bike turns out to be a proper bike and comparable to this, and they say it's better than this bike, then I may get that bike after this bike, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I don't think so. I still think this bike is better, man. I think the torque on this bike, the bottom end, the torque is actually better on this bike than the Ducati. I think the Ducati's got more top end. But I don't care about top end on a Supermoto, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm more about the bottom end and mid-range, not the top end. You're not trying to do top speed on a lightweight bike like this, man. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't appeal to me that much. But I'm telling you, the looks of that Ducati 698 is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful. They always make beautiful bikes, though. You know what I'm saying? And they got all kinds of character and everything else, man. I love Ducati, but I hate it in the sense that I don't trust their reliability. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Yeah, boy, this thing cooks! Oh, man! I'm telling you, like 0 to 70, this thing just cooks, man. I feel like it's even a bit quicker than the MT-07, man. And the power is very comparable to the MT-07 in some ways. But I'll tell you, the MT-07 has more bottom end grunt in stock form than this bike does. Like the MT-07, you ain't got to do nothing to it. You get that bike in stock form and you're going to enjoy it 100%. You don't need to do nothing to it. This one, you don't really need to do nothing either, really, but it doesn't have the grunt like the MT-07, that the stomp grunt, you know, that bottom end right at the bottom where it just pulls. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't have it as much, but they say when you mod this bike and open it up, that's where you're going to get all that grunt. So I look forward to that, but this bike is way, way more power than you need, man. I'm telling you, for a Supermoto, boy. The 450, I'll be honest with you, the 450 is awesome. But I'm telling you, this thing is so amazing in twisties, man. I'm telling you, these bikes are way more fun than sport bikes throwing it around out here on the streets, man. Seriously. For those of you noobs out there that got your mind sitting on getting a super bike or super sport because they look so cool and they're so fast, I'm telling you, man, now get the bike because I know you're going to want to try it, but honestly, this is where you're going to have more fun, man. This thing, you can throw it around, it's lightweight, it's confidence inspiring. Them super bikes, man, them things are way more overkill on the street, and you're not going to have not even close as fun in the twisties as you would on one of these bikes, man. Trust me, I've had all the bikes. This is my 13th motorcycle, guys. I've had all the different types of bikes. I had a couple super bikes, and I'm telling you, they're boring compared to these bikes, man. Seriously. These things are, oh man, these things, this got pull, boy. I'm telling you, this thing, woo! It's got that pull, boy. It's got that power, and I shouldn't be acting like that on this bike because it's brand new. I ain't even broke it in yet, but I don't care. If I got problems, you guys gonna know about it, baby. I always get a brand new bike and I ride it like I stole it because and I've never had problems, but I don't really keep bikes that long enough to worry about it. But I'm telling you, this bike is pretty cool. This is a fun bike, man. Seriously. But you can't go wrong with any of those bikes. The Husqvarna, Ducati, all the bike in this class, guys. Like I said, this is the same as the Husky and the GasGas. They're all the same. Ducati, I don't know, but it's probably very similar to it. But I'm telling you, You can't go wrong with any one of these bikes. Get a Supermoto, and you noobs out there, get a Kawasaki KLX 300 SM or a Suzuki DRZ 400. If you can find a WR250R Supermoto, those are rare. Do that. But start on the smaller bike and work your way up, because this is a bit much power for a new rider. But I don't know, you may be okay on it. I'm going to discuss that in the next video, as far as addressing if this could be a great noob bike for noobs. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos are released. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.